Today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite and most comforting soups, the kind I could eat all throughout the cold season. It's made from orange root vegetables, super easy to make, and even gives you a little protein boost. I start by prepping a tray for roasting the vegetables in the oven before blending. I use Hokkaido pumpkin because it's easier on a sensitive stomach for my IBS and lower in FODMAPs. But you can use another type of pumpkin if you prefer. I just cut it in half, scoop out the seeds and place it on a wide oven-safe tray. For the carrots, I just trim the ends and then cut them into slightly shorter pieces. I like to slice the tomatoes in half and place them cut side up inside the pumpkin. This way the juice of the tomato will mix with the juice of the pumpkin and they roast together. It is lovely. Sweet potato, I really love how it sweetens soups. I peel it and cut it into medium-sized pieces. If you want to add more vegetables like celery, onion or garlic, I avoid them because of my stomach, but this is the stage to add them if you like. You could also add zucchini or a handful of cashews. They add a great dimension after blending. I use the spices I'll add to the soup later and sprinkle just a little over the vegetables, mainly salt and oregano. And of course, olive oil so they roast well without burning. I give the vegetables a little toss with my hands so the oil and spices coat them evenly for roasting. I roast them at 180 degrees Celsius until the sweet potato, pumpkin and carrots are soft. This could take about half an hour. I remove the tomato skins and scoop out the pumpkin flesh, which should come out easily. Just be careful because it's super hot. Once the vegetables have cooled a bit, I transfer them to a blender. You can also put everything in a pot and use an immersion blender. For a protein boost, flavor and texture, I like to add a can of white beans with the liquid. I add the roasted vegetables and salt. Since this is for the whole soup, it may seem a lot, but if you want to reduce, miso paste is a great substitute or more nutritional yeast. Organic soup powder can be added if you don't use broth, but it's optional. And paprika, nutritional yeast and oregano. And water. Start with a cup and add more as needed. I blend until completely smooth. If you like it a bit chunkier, just blend less. If it's still too thick, I add a little water and blend a bit more. Remember, we'll add coconut milk later and you can always thin it out in the pot. The most important thing is to have enough liquid to blend it smoothly. I transfer it to a pot and turn on medium heat, adding a bit more water. I think I used about 2 cups in total, and gradually add coconut milk until I reach the desired color and, of course, the texture I want. And that's basically it. and it's so easy, right? This soup is perfect for rainy, cold, or snowy days, but it's also great as a cold soup, like a kind of gazpacho for friends in the opposite climate. I like to eat it over a few days. It keeps amazingly well in the fridge. The soup is also rich in fiber. The pumpkins, sweet potato, and carrots supply both soluble and insoluble fiber, which can add to digestion, promote satiety, and support gut health. And also, Hokkaido pumpkin and sweet potato are pretty gentle on sensitive digestion. And the beta carotene from pumpkins, sweet potato, and carrots support vision, skin, and immune function. The beans provide iron, magnesium. The coconut milk contributes healthy fats, potassium. You can also add a teaspoon of turmeric powder, which is also good for the winter days. I always serve it with a little vegan cream on top, pumpkin seeds, chopped sage, and a few chili flakes.
Wow, that's very good. Actually, I think I could add less coconut milk, but the texture is so smooth, so silky, and the fact that it has this boost of protein because of the beans makes it so much more like a meal and not just soup. That one's really good.